Hi, everybody. My name is Marcita. Welcome to my podcast. This is the third one, and today it's going to be something different, something special. I invited one of the followers, one of the customers, to join me in a duo podcast. I've never done this before, so it's going to be a learning experience for both of us. Hey, Jordan, are you there?
I am indeed.
Hi,
How are
hi,
you?
buddy. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. It's wonderful to finally chat with you.
I know, I know. Thank you for accepting this invitation. It's a pleasure to do this with you.
The feeling's very mutual, thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. It's gonna be very simple, very down to earth. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to my other two podcasts. It's something new for me as well.
Yeah, I actually caught your first podcast. I didn't realize you did a second one actually.
Okay. Yeah, and you can see like
Yeah,
how
but I'll
new
be
I
sure to
am at
check that
this
out.
third. Right, the first one was like me trembling, and I was so emotional about it. I think I'm getting better as I go.
Well, you're making me feel very confident here as well, so that's all right.
Well, first of all, Jordan, I wanted to first say like how I ran across you. Like I have this habit that I go on YouTube a lot and I search Theorema or Pioneer watches, and just to see like if people post something and to get feedback from customers and what they think or their videos. And then I ran across your video of the Amsterdam watch, the made in Germany Amsterdam Pioneer, and then I was like, okay, let's see what this guy is doing, and it made me laugh. Like I was like in the beginning when you were sitting on the floor and like the way you thought about the video, I was like, this guy is a genius. And that's how I reached out to you. It was very like I reached like the idea that someone will take the time and create like something very inspirational. And I thought like this guy should be the first one I should do a podcast with.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I was absolutely blown away by the support that video got as well. I was only expecting it to get about a couple of hundred views at most, but then I came back and checked on it about a month or two later, and it shot up to about what 2,000, and I was completely blown away.
Oh wow.
And then I typed, yeah, it blew you away there as well, I
Yeah,
guess.
it did, it did.
um, and what was it? So, and then a few days after that, I saw how many views it got. I typed it in on Google, and the video actually comes up on the first page of Google. I didn't know if you knew
No,
that
I
as
didn't
well.
know that as well. I'll talk it out with my marketing team. That's pretty cool. Congratulations and thank you so much. I love stuff like this because I love building relation with the customers, with the followers. We are, after all, a family business owned, so it is important for me to get raw feedback like yours. And I just want to state it out there that you're not getting paid to do this or anything. It's just out of your love for the brand and for the family. So thank you again.
Yeah, I'm really not getting paid. It's I just keep getting blown away by the absolute quality and the amount of care and love. Even when I order from you guys, your team is always so like they always keep in constant contact with me and reassuring that delivery dates and making me feel happy. And then when it actually arrives to me, I mean, I imagine you saw my last unboxing of the
Yeah.
Pioneer, and I wasn't I was ready for something, but when I opened it, you saw my jaw drop as well in that, I imagine.
Well, Jordan, to be honest, before we go on talking about watches, I love to hear more about who you are and what you do, because actually it is important to for other followers that are gonna listen to this to know like who's wearing these watches, who are the guys and gals behind that they buy and wear them, and so please tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Thank you. Obviously my name's Jordan. I'm 20 and
Oh
I
man,
live
you're a
in the
baby
UK.
compared to me.
with with my beard, I look 40, but yeah, what I do as a job, I currently work in a hardware store, so it pays very well, so I'm happy about
Congratulations.
that. And thank you. And on the side as well, I always like to keep busy, so I have a passion as well, very, very big passion for music. So I'm currently in a band at the moment. We've been going for about I've been in this band for so long, I actually lose track
Wow,
of how
so
long
a
we've been
musician.
together. Yeah, musician.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's
Well, I'll make sure that when I post the podcast on our blog, I'm gonna post all your social media links and stuff so people can follow you, because I looked at it a bit in your YouTube and your Instagram, and I think you do post stuff from your band, and you
yeah.
have some
I
cool
always like to
pictures, like
keep it.
some rocking it.
Thank you. I do try to look cool in my
Yeah,
pictures,
so
but yeah, I'm glad you think that as
yeah,
well.
if people can come and check you out and listen to your music, I think you guys jam pretty well together.
Thank you. We're called Final Transmission, so we've got an Instagram page. We've got a YouTube page as well, and we're looking to branch out as well. We've also got Spotify, we're on Apple Music, iTunes, and as well. So it's all sort of branched out. But yeah, Final Transmission is our name,
Final
and we're
Transmission.
currently
That's a
working.
unique name.
Thank you. I'm to be honest, I'm not a fan of the name, but
It's different though.
I
It's
think it's starting
different.
to.
It's catchy. Like like
What do,
usually bands have like a one name or like something cheesy. This is like it makes you wonder like how come these guys came up with this name.
Thank you. I think we included that in a video we had, and oh, I can't remember it. Like I said, it feels like so long ago, but yeah, it's a really big passion of mine. I get to write music. It gets to reach out to so many people around the world. The amount of love and support we've got is absolutely phenomenal. I can't express how much it really means that
Are
we
you
keep
guys
getting love and
located?
support.
Are you guys located in London?
We're located in Bury St Edmunds, so it's a small, lovely little
Uh-huh.
town, and yeah, we've just all sort of met out there through our love of music and how much we love each other as band members, and
I bet you guys are like family.
yeah, in a way, because it's sort of we when we go to rehearsal or the studio when we play a show, it's more we get to escape the world ourselves writing music and. Just a phenomenal thing, and I'm still surprised we're still a band, to be honest, because most bands really don't last this long as much as we have. So like I said, I'm eternally grateful for all the love and support we get and every second we spend together as
I'm
a
happy you
band.
said that, because I mean you have, if you want to consider your band like your business, or like I do with my business, it's important to be always thankful and grateful. It's and down to earth, like reach out and always say thank you for the support you get. So it's good that you guys are humble.
But humble every single day. It's just completely blown away, like I keep saying. And any of our fans who are listening to this, thank you so much. Like we can't put into words how it means to us.
All
Just
right.
thank you.
Well, then I'm glad we got a minute to talk about you, because people can understand better who you are. And I have a few questions I wanted to ask you, because first of all, I always am curious about like what catches the attention of the customers. Like when you saw our ad, because I'm sure you saw one of our ads. What caught your attention?
The main thing that caught my attention was the way it stood out to me. Like most watches I see nowadays, they're pretty standard with just all mainly stainless steel, or it doesn't have something that stands out to you. And when I was scrolling through Facebook, I think I said this in my video as well, I had to stop and just completely just take a minute to look at this because it was so beautiful. And
So the design, right?
yeah, it just really yeah, the design really stood out to me, and I believe it was on offer at the time as well. So I had a love of watches, but then when I saw that, I thought I just have to get this. This would be a fantastic timepiece for me.
And then what convinced you to go ahead and purchase it?
I mean, there were many things really, to be honest. I'll go back to the design again because when I go out and say if it's for a family meal or just
Uh,
hanging out with my friends, I always like to have something that really stands out and makes people ask about it or makes me look more classier in a way,
No,
if
it
that makes
does. It does. It
any
does.
sense.
Especially our watches are totally for that purpose, to make out like a gentleman feel and look in whoever wears it. So it's exclusive gentleman wristwatch company for that reason.
I really do feel that, and thank you so much for adding to that. Because when I look for the watches, I just want to look for something that stands out with class and style. And when they arrive to me, I realize the amount of time and effort and craftsmanship that has actually gone into it. And while I'm actually speaking to you, I'm wearing my
Oh
Pioneer at the
wow!
moment, and I still
Oh
can't get
wow!
over it. It's
It's
just
cool. Yeah, for actually for either Theorema or Pioneer, when they decide on a new model, it takes about a year from like an idea to like actually make it into a watch, like design and testing and producing and everything. Some models have actually taken more than 1 year, so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of passion that goes into them. Did you like the website
and I really
tufinawatches.com?
do see that. I absolutely love it. It is so fantastic to navigate. There's all the little bars, the history. I can't get over that. I just
So
love
it was
going on your
pretty
site when
easy,
I get
right?
paid,
Because
and I
it all,
just
like I always see it maybe as my website, but you see it from another perspective. That's why I asked.
oh yeah, it's a phenomenal perspective to look at. Really, there's all the easy sections to navigate. The payment process is so phenomenal. It's easy to navigate. And everything about it is just amazing. And especially on your Instagram as well. I love flicking through your story and saying, you know, I'm not sure if it's you who specifically posts it, but when there are specific watches you can like that will stand out for styles on specific days,
No,
and
actually,
it's just going to
it's one
blend.
of the girls that takes care of the Instagram posts. And she's very talented. Uh, how was the boxing? How did it like? How did it? Because it came in FedEx packaging, but out of the FedEx packaging, it's the our packaging. How was that experience?
It is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's a nice little compact box, so it's easy to. You're not like carrying a big box, obviously, or anything. But I notice you take absolute care when putting in the watch because you want it to arrive to the customer in a pristine condition as it when it left you. You've got the little green Watsits, like I said in my videos as well, to just sort of more protect it as well. And it, like I was going back to what I was saying as well, how you take so much care in what you do from designing the watch to delivering
Thank
it to
you
the
so much.
customer,
Yeah,
etc.
it's that's why before we used to ship it with that the on top cushion pillow, and then we got together and we were like we need to add even a because it has a bed like where the watch sits in the box, but then we decided to put a cushion on top just for that experience that you just talked about that it arrives in pristine condition.
It is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, I'm sure that you're happy with it because I know that you purchased two watches. One was a Copenhagen Theorema, and the one was the Amsterdam Pioneer. So I know we got a winner with you. But anything we can improve, anything where we lack, any critique?
To be honest, I would say keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it is everything from the moment I buy it. I'm so excited. Like with my Pioneer, I thought I was ready for perfection, but then when I opened it, it just blew me away again. So I'll just keep saying doing what you're doing because I wouldn't say change
Thank you,
anything.
thank you. It means the world to me and to my family because, as I have told you in our emails, it is a family owned business, so we like this interaction with our customers and followers. Thank you, Jordan.
That it's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you as well for including me on this again. I feel absolutely
did you
privileged.
did you want to ask me something, or did you want to learn something more about Tufina or the Theorema, the two German brands Pioneer?
Yeah, I've always had a few questions, if you don't mind me
Go
asking.
ahead. I love how this is going like a conversation as if we met at a coffee shop. And
It'd be great if we
I
had
know
some muffins now,
New
actually, as
York
well.
muffins, but none of us. I'm in Chicago and you're in England, so but you know, we could have some New York muffins.
Make it happen one day, yeah. Yeah, so I would love to know what started your love for
Well,
watches.
it's not that I had much choice, to be honest. I was born in a family of watches, as I've said it before, and as we advertise, of course. My family's been in watchmaking since 1828 for 200 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I grew up with my grandpa and my uncles doing watches, and my cousins. Like, there were mechanisms all over the place, and I recently was going through my old pictures, and I swear to you, until I was like 15, there is not one single picture that I'm not wearing a watch. I don't know what watches I'm wearing on it, but there is a picture that I'm like even like a 2 year old one, and I have like a some watch on my wrist. So I grew with them, and I saw them around me, and I had no much choice, and it's a family thing. I love it.
That's lovely to
Yeah,
hear.
but
It's sort
Tufina is like
of grown in the
Tufina is our
family. That's
family last name, and the Tufina watches is the retail store. Theorema and Pioneer are the manufacturing brands from Germany, but that are both brands are owned by my cousin, and he's Tufina, and he's the owner
oh,
and manufacturer, and he lives in Munich, Germany, and he produces them. He mostly designs them. 99% is the designer behind all these watches. So it's a man with a good knowledge about watchmaking behind this. And I'm in Chicago. I do the retailing of the watches and the marketing.
you do an absolutely
Thank you so
phenomenal
much.
job,
Of
I
course,
must
I
add.
have a team behind me, a bunch of talented guys and girls.
Thank you to them as well. Seriously, and another one. I remember you saying it was a family-owned
Hmm.
business. But if it ever did happen, and you could go into a partnership with any other watch company, who would it be and why? If it was up to
To be
you.
honest, Anis Tufina, the owner of the brands, in the 90s, he did partner with a bunch of German brands like Javel and Elysee and Trias, and as soon as he grew a little bit independent of them, he got into his own brands and his own business. And in 2004, he branded and licensed the watches that you're wearing. So we have partnered before, but since he went independent, he hasn't partnered with anybody. But if I want to pick something as Marcida, I'll pick Shinola. Is an American watch company out in Detroit, and I love how they take
Yeah.
care of their employees. Like, their marketing is all about like how they have created new jobs and how they have helped Detroit come out of the black era of Detroit. Let's say it like that. And I love it. And they empower women. They hire a lot of women. And another fact about Theorema and Pioneer is that 80% of the workers are actually women. So I see a very similarity between Shinola on how they work together, and Theorema and Pioneer works.
Wow, I'm learning so much as well. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
beautiful.
It's beautiful to empower women through time. I don't know. It's a concept that Anis is very fond of.
It is
So
a
you should,
beautiful. Wow.
you as a
It's
wearer, and you own two of our watches, so you should feel proud that not only you are supporting a family business, but you're empowering women, because we we hire women, and we love to hire them and give them a chance to get, because the concept is that in the world of watches is mainly men, is dominated by men, but actually companies like Theorema, Pioneer, Shanola have shown that women can do as well with watches.
Absolutely phenomenally. Wow,
And especially
I'm
gentleman
completely
watches,
blown
they
away.
are building and they're designing and they're serving gentleman watches.
They do it incredibly well because always when I go out, people ask me about the watches and they say, "Oh wow, where did you get that?" And the care that gets put into these as well. I notice around in this Pioneer as well. It says 35 jewels. It's literally go above and
Yeah,
beyond.
and I mean, sometimes, to be honest, think about it. It's like what a woman wants to see in a man, like, and it's a different perspective, and maybe that's why the designs they come out as very unique. Even though one of the main designers, as I said, is my cousin, but he consults these women and the workers, everybody. He sits with us and we all talk and we vote on the designs. And as I said, it's a long 1 year process to come up with a new model.
It is absolutely amazing. The time that gets put into it is amazing because if it turns out a product like this Pioneer again that I'm wearing, it blows me
Oh,
away.
you
Just as
should keep
me
an eye because
personally,
this summer we are about to launch about 4 new models. So keep an eye on it. Any week now.
I will be keeping a very good eye on that, and so on my bank balance as well. There was
But
another
feel
one.
free.
So this one is
Uh-huh.
kind of a yeah, this one's kind of a joint question. So it's basically what three watches have you always wanted to own, but sort of like must have watches for you as
Well,
well?
it's funny you asked that. It's because as I said, I grew up with watches, and I wore them until I was like good in my mid-teens, and then suddenly I stopped wearing them for a long time, for a few years through college. I didn't wear them, and then now that
It's
I
only
deal with watches every day of my life. It's like if you ask a baker to eat dessert every day. But I do wear watches. There is a special watch to me that my grandfather gifted me before he died, and it's an Eberhard. It's a famous Swiss company. It's from 1942, so it's what 80 something years old watch. It's a mechanical watch, and I love wearing it. It's a gold and very minimalistic watch, very old school. It's a men's watch, but I love
it
wearing
sounds
it. But if I have to name
beautiful.
like a dream watch or a dream company, I would say it's Vacheron Constantin. They There is this harmony chronograph that they have in their website that I've never owned. Like I've owned chronographs, but I never bought chronograph. I own chronographs from my family gifting me, but I've never bought a chronograph. So if I ever want to put my money in a good chronograph, it will be this one.
Absolutely. Oh wow. The what you were telling me that your grandfather gifted you as well.
It
That sounds
is. It is.
beautiful as well.
It's very old school. It's very minimalistic. It's got like a good rosé gold color in it, and those thin, super thin, ultra thin watches that they used to wear. Like think of your grandfather or what your grandfathers used to wear, and that's what it is. And for a woman to wear that, like when I go to meetings or social parties and stuff, people are like, "Whoa, what is that?" Because I think it becomes more eye catching that a woman is wearing it.
It's just to whatever suits you, really. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
and
really if
it's
it's for a
it's
man
it's a
or a
it's a good
woman.
icebreaker, as I always say. Um, Watches are good icebreakers. If when you meet someone new, like you can tell a story behind it. You can like come out as sophisticated by telling the story, and knowledgeable too, because I feel that every watch, especially all our watches, have a history behind it. Like they get inspired by
Absolutely.
cities. Like your Copenhagen watch is. Do you know like the two subdials and a big subdial in the middle where you can see the bridge of the movement? The reason it's like that
Yeah.
is because Copenhagen is known for cycling. It's like one of the number one cities in Europe and in the world for cycling. So we kind of wanted to give a feel of a bicycle with it.
I'm learning
Yeah, yeah.
something new. Even oh wow,
So yeah,
wow.
you
That
use that story the next
again,
time you wear it. It's gonna be a good icebreaker for you.
I'll be going on for hours. And then yeah, there was one last one. It was where do you see Tufina watches in five
That's a
years'
great
time?
question.
I'm so glad I'm
No, you
pronounced.
pronounce it Tufina. You
Sorry.
pronounce it correctly.
Oh, that's good.
Tufina as a retail store, I hope in 5 years will be bigger and expanded, but always very raw. I always want to keep this down to earth feeling of a company. I don't want to get to that point that we're gonna be so big that we don't have time to touch base with our customers or our followers. And for Theorema and Pioneer, they've been growing so much. They've been 14 years in business now, and they
Wow.
started small, and every year is, thank God, every year for them is growing and growing bigger, and the designs get better and better. And I hope in 5 years they'll be more known in Europe than they are now, since they are a European-based company. But believe it or not, one of the most customers that we have is from Southeast Asia, like Korea, Singapore. It's top customers that we have. So our goal would be to make it more famous in like France and Italy, and in US they're getting there because of Tufina and because I'm located in Tufina, but we would love to expand it more and more as much as we can, but always keep it a family business.
Well, you know, I'll be definitely doing all I can on my
Thank
Instagram as
you,
well
thank you
to
so much.
put you out on YouTube.
Thank you, Jordan. It's a pleasure, and it means the world to Ennis. It means the world to us, to me, and it has, as I said, 200 years of watchmaking in my family. Yeah, it is a business for the people, with the people. So we're always going to be with the people. There is no watchmaking without being very popular, very down to earth with your people. I could tell you a story when my grandpa used to have when he was alive and had a store in Tirana in Albania, where we originate from. He People would come to the store, and I'm talking 1930s, and to either
Whoa.
repair their watch or buy a new watch, and you'd like make coffee for them while they're like at the shop, talk to them. Hey, where are you from? What are you looking for in a watch? Like, he became friends with his customers, and uh, they all remembered him, even when he died. Like, when people would say like how they would go to his store just because the way he made him feel so good. So, and that's what we are trying to continue.
You definitely continue that as well because like I said, from the moment I buy the watch, you're always there reassuring me it's going to get here on a good time. When it arrives, going back to it again, you package it carefully so it doesn't get damaged. It's really about the customer. You're making me feel so happy, and then when I wear it out as well, it's always eye-catching to people and makes me feel
Thank
phenomenal.
you. That was the best summary you could give for the end of the podcast, actually. Thank you so much, Jordan. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you. And could I include my social
Please do,
media as
and
well,
as
if
I
that's
said,
all right?
I'm gonna do it at the when I post the podcast. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Um, so I've been off Twitter lately, so I forgot my username for that, but I can forward that to you. My Instagram, there's a story behind it. So it's unknown soldier 16, all one word. There's me trying to look cool and stuff with my band, like you were saying.
Unknown soldier.
Yeah,
Okay, unknown
16 on the
16
end
on
of that as
Instagram.
well.
Uh huh.
My Snapchat is JC71234.
JC71234 or one
One,
two
two,
three
three,
four.
four.
Okay.
Yep. And then finally my YouTube channel is a bearded YouTuber.
You gotta think with your names.
I try and put as much
I've
creativity in
checked
them as I
I've
can.
checked your YouTube, and to be honest, you are so creative and so talented. I've seen some of your jams there too with your band, and I just immediately, especially with the Amsterdam Watch, the you had recorded from so many angles, and like you tell a story with your videos. It's just not just you in front of camera, or but you try to tell a story with your videos and get the people involved. And I was very involved. I watched it all the way to the end, and usually I don't do that.
Wow, thank you
Yeah,
so much. That really
yeah,
does
yeah,
mean a lot.
continue doing it,
I put
continue
so much
doing it.
effort. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say.
Thank you, Jordan. It's the same for me. Thank you for being in this podcast, and I'll let you know when I post it so you can hear it, and hopefully we sound good.
Thank you. And if I'm ever in Chicago, I'll be bringing the
Yeah,
muffins.
don't forget that. You're more than welcome. Windy City, but don't come in the winter.
Oh, don't worry. Chocolate
Yeah.
muffins, all right?
Well, my best to you.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
mate.
much.
Cheers.
Thank you. It's been an
Take
honor.
care,
Take
everybody.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.